So you don't need to do anything, call out to people that Article 6 is, okay.
No, it's strictly Finance Committee that we're asking the opinion of. And Norma, you had mentioned that you had gotten a call, one of the maps in the addendum mislabeled.
Yes, that was it was the Sawyer Conservation Area. It says Woodland Cove on the side, and it has nothing to do with Woodland Cove. So it's the materials that Sawyer provided us.
Yes, that would be the, right.
But it has a mislabel.
If you wanted
the
to, if you
document.
think of it,
Yeah, whoever has that
That's
one.
me.
That's you. If
Yeah.
you just mentioned that it was mislabeled.
But it is the Sawyer Conservation.
Yeah, so see right here, that's
Okay.
wrong.
Oh, okay. What page is it?
That's page 81.
we hope to accomplish everything this evening. Obviously, it's a significant imposition to the schools to have to reset it for lunch for the kids and then reset it again for us tomorrow night. But had they submitted the request for the high school 6 years ago when we were complaining about it,
We're gonna finish on one.
Capital planning,
Worry
man,
about it.
capital planning.
Depends on how much you taught.
they don't even show it on capital
That's the only thing I'm
planning.
gonna
And it's
bring
not capital planning's fault. The school doesn't tell us.
We ought those guys know the age of every piece of equipment, critical piece of
Yes.
equipment in town.
Yeah, yeah.
They
It's
should
not
know.
In the care and custody agreement with the schools, they're supposed to be taking care of it all and notifying
This is on-
capital planning. Because they're doing outside their budget, they don't have a line item for,
You can tell there's an issue when they start getting waste baskets lined up for roof leaks. That's when,
like they used to do in Deegan's.
then they need money.
I think it's.
Remember when at Deegan's, they used to
That's
have
their
crosses
trigger.
on the floor where they put the barrels.
Jesus.
What I picked up just now.
Come on, guys, we have got to run better than we're running right now, I'll tell you.
Okay.
In the handout.
Is are there any questions at all regarding what is going to take place this evening?
Do we need to do anything on the union contracts?
No. Any explanation will be Derek's. We'll have a meeting, our next meeting,
May 12th.
I thought
May 3rd shows.
May
on
3rd,
the-
yes, I'm sorry.
May 3rd is a week from Wednesday, and that's the day after the election.
the Wednesday after.
Yes.
I get 12th stuck on my mind. Oh, that's June 12th.
Yeah,
So May 3rd is, we will need to have a meeting, right? Because that's.
no, we can go to May, well, May 3rd would be better, yes,
let's-
because
yeah.
it depends, assuming I win, I'll have to go down and be sworn in, and that automatically disqualifies me once I do that.
Right.
I'll send a letter out to everybody on the committee as well as the appointing authority. Jerry and Tom, your positions are up, as I said, in a letter, so you have to reapply for reappointment.
Yeah, so I sent you a note, that isn't what.
No, you have to fill out an application.
Can I even possibly reapply?
Sure, you have one more term.
Wait,
Because you
I thought it was a 9-year
filled out a
deal.
portion, or you filled out part of Ellis's term, and then now you're on a 3-year term of your own, and you got another 3-year
But
term.
how about the prior 6 years?
If there's been a break in between.
That was it.
Right.
That's
I
it?
think they get you
Okay.
off.
Oh, wait a minute, you take a year off after 9 years consecutive.
Right.
Right.
But how frequently you jump in, jump out, jump in and jump out. Because Tom was on 6 years on his first one.
Right.
Right, and that was the
And now you've had
rules.
another
We got
6.
out, and then we changed the rules the year.
Oh, no, Tom just didn't, I'm not sure why, Tom,
He couldn't.
you just stepped aside. Oh, yeah, it's only 6 years.
Yeah, but we were doing the 6-year rule at that time, because that's when I started.
Oh, I
We
didn't
had
know
the
this. I
6-year
thought it was
rule at
9.
that time. No, it wasn't until I was on the committee for 1 or 2 years that we went to 9-year rule.
We didn't want to lose them.
Didn't want to lose you.
Because, yes, because Tom was off for a year and then I asked him to come back.
Yeah, you did. And he accepted.
Damn. It was only a courtesy.
Was it a cocktail party? Was it a cocktail party?
Have you done an instrumental survey to actually?
You didn't run the Boston Marathon, did you?
I did not.
Because
Now, if you have questions
That's what
during the
I-
course of the
Not
evening,
run
you
a
feel
full
free,
marathon.
just because you're up in front
I've
doesn't
never
mean.
run a full.
Don't
I've done a
say
bunch of
much.
halves, but never did a full. And I did a half
You did last year
Ironman
too.
and, tons
I wanna
of
make sure she votes the right way.
This is absolutely,
I got a
But
better
don't say
idea.
that to her.
I got a better idea.
anyway.
I'll go sit with your wife.
No, my daughter-in-law's there with her, so you don't wanna do that.
Now.
Oh, I got home this afternoon, and I had all these text messages. Why is the town doing it? She works for the town of Kingston. Why is the town doing this? Why is the town doing it? This went on for a while, and I said, I'm not responding to her. I was talking to Bernie, I said, listen, I'm gonna give my daughter-in-law your phone number, let her ask you all these questions. Why is the finance committee report, I think she said 113 pages, and I wrote it back and said, because it's not 120. Oh.
By the way, that report is $16 each.
Yeah?
Oh,
Is
goodness.
that-
Last year, the report was approximately the same number of pages, and it was $11 each. And I only got 225. The last run was 250. We put a lot into it. There's a lot of information in there.
Hmm.
I always felt that if you got it in your lap and you don't want to read it, that's your choice. But if you got it in your lap and you want to read it, I make sure you have it.
It passes the plot factor.
I think the last time we were in the high school, someone stood up and commented on our report, but said, you know, I'm gonna go home and throw this away, and I thought, oh.
Yes, I remember that.
Well, think, what meeting was it, we probably took 3 boxes out that were never handed out.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, but you gotta,
Some people don't take it. Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
no.
Well, it's like the,
It's like an election, you gotta print enough ballots for
Right.
every registered
matter
voter.
what.
Yeah.
Mhm.
we did Little Harbor.
Sure.
We had just over 500 people in that room,
Oh, it's big.
and we ran out a long time before
Yeah,
that.
we did.
Yeah.
I think I spread to 300 that night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never anticipated, you just don't know. Because we have, this
It's your
evening, we
best
have
guess.
Swiss Beach. That's gonna be an issue, there's people here for that.
I don't see that being an issue. It's really at this point.
To the people there, it is, they're,
The people, I understand
Yeah.
all that, but it's gonna pass.
Right, because they're gonna be.
oh, indeed, yes.
I mean, in my opinion, you just never know sometimes, but in my opinion, I don't see that being a major.
The dam has an issue.
Yeah.
one or
That
two-
one, I still haven't figured out what's going on with that dam.
I'm not sure either.
I would like to hear from town council
So,
on that.
there are
I
two
would really like
dams.
to know about the
Dam
status
dams.
of
There
town.
are 2 dams, and that's been a
Indeed,
big point of
because
confusion.
according to
Yeah.
the assessor's maps and all, Makepeace does own a portion of the map, of the
Sure.
dam.
Yeah,
And yet you hear that they only need a certain percentage or only one side, not the other side.
yeah, I've heard they own 78%, I've heard they own 60%, I mean, I don't
I
know.
don't understand why there's.
This has been going on for 20 years, that's about enough.
Yes, it has.
I
Yeah.
just don't understand.
And nothing's gonna happen until they figure out how to pay for the repair or resetting the bridges up above it.
On your list, you ought to make an effort to go over and see the sewage treatment process they have in their Plymouth properties. And how they're doing the sort of the pocket ones, the smaller ones,
Oh, the smaller ones, yes.
yeah.
That's,
Just
that's
see-
something they've talked about. Makepeace has a satellite plant. A small plant, local. And it services their development up there because they couldn't bring the pipe down to where our service is located.
UMass is, you know the Cranberry,
Yeah,
they're investing like $8 million, oh, you saw that?
Yeah.
A lot of money into that.
Yeah.
More
Into
classrooms,
Cranberry?
more labs, yeah, to that
The research facility.
research
Yeah.
facility, yeah, I mean, I had to go there to get my pesticide license, that's where I take classes. You know, it wasn't a modern building by any stretch of the imagination, but Makepeace is behind a lot of that, you know, which is nice to see, but
oh, the
that's probably a
largest,
big
yeah.
facility.
But there are other places like Shangri-La and even South Plymouth area has a density of homes in it. The only way you can service them is through satellite plants. They don't connect to the main
Right.
plant, there's no network connecting, but they sit by themselves. The only way they can function, there's too much distance between, whatever you like going on Glen, Yard Street, Jerry, run a pipe all the way up to the end. A lot of money just to do that,
Yep.
to get it up there, and then,
Well, Mass Maritime has pocket plant too.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. In fact, that was what, if the main line or main pipe went from our facility down to that outfall, they currently are outfall into the bay. And we were gonna,
Into the canal.
Canal, yeah.
Please.
It's interesting, it's gonna be interesting anyway. This evening, ask all the questions you want of anyone you want, of course. We're sitting up in front, I'll probably be up on the stage, next to Judy or something, give her a hard time. She likes my humor.
Well, there's one in the room. Sorry. All right. Motion to adjourn.
One question I have is, one of mine, which was the Tremont nail, we're withdrawing, so I just give the recommendations and then just say it's been withdrawn, correct? Or do I have to say?
Margaret,
anything?
you
It
can
will
just
never-
say that
Okay.
it's been withdrawn,
Okay, fine.
same as the other two.
Okay, so I don't have to say anything, recommendation otherwise, okay.
Do you want me to get up and still read the budget one? Even though I'm sitting with my wife? Or do you want- okay.
You don't get off that.
I've been practicing these big numbers. I've never spent $67,645,211 in one night.
No? You gotta live yet.
Easy go, Jody, hey, we're in the big time here.
Second?
Motion made and seconded, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The vote, thank you very much.
That's your card, right?